Over 60 never make these mistakes while taking turmeric. Let me ask you something. That turmeric supplement you take every day, the one you trust to help with your joints or keep your mind sharp, what if I told you it might be doing next to nothing? And what if the way you're taking it could actually be undermining your health? It's a pretty shocking thought, but for millions of people, it's the reality. So many seniors try turmeric hoping for a miracle. They stir it into their coffee, swallow a capsule each morning, and then wait for a relief that never really shows up. They've heard all about its amazing power, but their own experience is just disappointment. The truth is, most people are making critical mistakes that make this golden spice practically useless. Or, in some cases, even risky. But don't worry, in this video, we are going to fix that. We'll expose these 4 mistakes, explain the science in simple terms, and give you the knowledge to use this powerful spice safely and effectively. Keep your eyes on number 3. It's very much important. Let's dive in. Before we dive into these amazing foods, I need a moment of your time. If this is your first time joining us, a huge warm welcome. I'd absolutely love to know where you're watching from. Drop a comment below and just tell us your country. We have friends all over the world on this wellness journey with us. Why your turmeric isn't working. Before we get to all the amazing benefits you could be enjoying, we have to talk about the real reason it might not be working for you right now. It all comes down to one simple but very important word: bioavailability. Inside every turmeric root is its most powerful active compound, a polyphenol called curcumin. Curcumin is the hero here. It's responsible for almost all of turmeric's health benefits. It's the antioxidant and anti-inflammatory powerhouse that has scientists so excited. But here's the big problem. On its own, curcumin has terrible bioavailability. This just means that when you eat it, your body has a really hard time absorbing it. The curcumin goes into your digestive system, but your gut can't absorb it well, and your liver quickly breaks it down and gets rid of it before it can ever get into your bloodstream to do any good. In fact, most of the curcumin you take is simply flushed out of your body without providing any real benefit. So, your instinct was spot on. Tapping into the power of this compound is a smart health strategy. The problem isn't the what, it's the how. And that's where the first and perhaps most common mistake comes in. Mistake number 1, the spice versus the supplement. The first mistake is assuming that the turmeric spice in your kitchen cabinet is the same thing used in clinical studies. They are not the same. The bright yellow turmeric powder you use for cooking contains a surprisingly small amount of the active compound, curcumin. By weight, culinary turmeric powder has only about 2 to 5% curcumin. Let's put that in perspective. A teaspoon of turmeric powder is about 2,000 milligrams. At 5% curcumin, you're only getting between 40 and 100 milligrams of the active compound. Now, compare that to the supplements used in clinical trials. Studies showing significant benefits for conditions like osteoarthritis often use a standardized turmeric extract. These extracts are processed to pull out and concentrate the curcumin. A single capsule might contain 500 or 1,000 milligrams of a curcumin extract that is standardized to contain 95% curcuminoids. To get the therapeutic dose of curcumin found in just one 500 milliliter supplement capsule, you'd need to eat anywhere from 5 to 12 full teaspoons of raw turmeric powder. That's a huge amount to consume every single day. Not only is it impractical, but the taste would be overwhelming. So, here's the solution. Align the form of turmeric with your goal. If your goal is to add a healthy, flavorful spice to your diet for general wellness, then by all means, keep using culinary turmeric. It's a great part of an anti-inflammatory diet. However, if your goal is therapeutic, if you're trying to achieve a specific result, like reducing significant joint pain, like the benefits you read about in studies, then you need to understand those results were achieved with a concentrated curcumin extract. Using the spice alone and expecting the same result is like trying to put out a house fire with a teacup of water. It's the right idea, but the wrong tool for the job. Mistake number 2, you're not actually absorbing it. This brings us to the second and arguably most critical mistake. Even if you buy a high-quality curcumin extract, you could still get almost no benefit if you ignore one crucial factor: absorption. Here's the big secret about curcumin. On its own, it has terrible bioavailability. Bioavailability is just a scientific term for how much of a substance you ingest actually makes it into your bloodstream to have an effect. Curcumin is notoriously difficult for our bodies to absorb. When you swallow it, most of it passes straight through your digestive system because your liver rapidly metabolizes it before it can get to work. Think of it this way. Curcumin is a VIP guest trying to get into an exclusive health club, your bloodstream. But the doorman at your gut wall is incredibly strict and turns most of the curcumin away. This is why so many people try turmeric supplements, feel no difference, and give up. It's not that the curcumin doesn't work, it's that it never got to the party. So, how do we get this VIP past the doorman? The solution comes from another common spice, black pepper. Black pepper contains a compound called piperine, which acts as a bioenhancer. It runs interference by inhibiting certain enzymes in your liver and gut that would normally break down curcumin too quickly. This gives it time to be absorbed. The effect isn't small. Studies have shown that combining curcumin with piperine can increase its bioavailability by up to 2,000%. That's not a typo. It's the difference between the curcumin being turned away at the door and having the entire club to itself. Curcumin is also fat-soluble, meaning it dissolves in fats. Consuming it with a healthy fat, like olive oil, coconut oil, or avocado, also helps with absorption by acting as a transport vehicle. The solution here is twofold. First, if you're using culinary turmeric, always add a pinch of black pepper and make sure the meal has some healthy fat. Second, and more importantly, if you're choosing a therapeutic supplement, read the label. Don't buy a plain curcumin supplement. Look for one that explicitly states it includes a bioavailability enhancer like piperine, often listed as bioperine, or is designed to be fat-soluble. Without this, you are likely wasting your money. If you're finding this information helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel reach more people who need this message. And subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on new videos designed to help you navigate your health safely and effectively over 60. Mistake number 3, getting the dose wrong. All right? You've chosen a high-quality bioavailable curcumin extract. Now comes mistake number 3, assuming that more is better with the dosage. This is a dangerous trap because the right dose is therapeutic, but the wrong dose can increase risks. There is no single official recommended dose for all uses. The dosage can vary widely depending on a person's health and their reason for taking it. Clinical trials for conditions like osteoarthritis have often used doses of turmeric extract, ranging from 500 to 1,500 milligrams per day. At the same time, you might see guidelines from health organizations like the FAO and WHO suggesting a much lower acceptable daily intake, ADI, of up to 3 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. This ADI is a guideline for long-term safety as a food additive, not a recommended therapeutic dose, which causes a lot of confusion. So, what do people do? They often grab the bottle with the highest milligram count, assuming it will work better. This is a mistake because high doses dramatically increase the risk of side effects. While generally safe, high doses can lead to nausea, diarrhea, acid reflux, and stomach cramping. Headaches and skin rashes have also been reported. The solution is to approach dosing with respect. The right mindset is start low and go slow. If you and your doctor decide a supplement is right for you, it's wise to begin with a lower dose that's still within the effective range shown in studies, like 500 milligrams of a standardized extract per day. See how your body responds, and then talk to your healthcare provider about whether it's safe to gradually increase it. Never assume the highest dose on the market is the best one for you. Mistake number 4, ignoring alarming interactions. This brings us to the fourth and most serious mistake, failing to account for potentially dangerous interactions with common medications and overlooking safety risks that are particularly relevant for seniors. As we get older, many of us manage chronic conditions with prescription medications. This is where adding a potent compound like curcumin without medical supervision can get you into trouble. First, blood-thinning medications. Millions of seniors take anticoagulants like warfarin or antiplatelet drugs like aspirin to prevent heart attacks and strokes. Curcumin also has mild blood-thinning properties. When you combine the two, you can increase the risk of bruising and serious bleeding. It's a combination that requires careful medical supervision. Second, diabetes medications. If you take drugs like metformin to lower your blood sugar, be cautious. Curcumin may also help lower blood glucose levels. When combined with your medication, it could potentially cause your blood sugar to drop too low, a condition called hypoglycemia. Third, blood pressure medications. Similar to its effect on blood sugar, curcumin may also have a mild blood pressure lowering effect. If you're already taking blood pressure drugs, adding curcumin could possibly enhance their effect. Fourth, and this is a critical warning that has emerged in recent years, liver health. There have been several case reports and public health warnings linking some high bioavailability turmeric supplements to liver injury. While this appears to be a rare side effect, it can be serious. The risk seems to be higher with certain highly bioavailable formulations that deliver a concentrated dose to the liver. If you have pre-existing liver problems, you should be especially cautious. If you start a turmeric supplement and notice symptoms like yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, or severe fatigue, you must stop taking it immediately and contact your doctor. Finally, there's a risk for those prone to kidney stones. Turmeric is high in oxalates, which can contribute to the formation of kidney stones in susceptible people. If you have a history of kidney stones, high-dose turmeric supplements may not be right for you. The solution here is non-negotiable. You must talk to your doctor or pharmacist before you start taking a therapeutic curcumin supplement. Show them the exact product you're considering. This conversation is your single most important safety check. How to take turmeric in the right way. So, let's wrap this up. We've covered the 4 major mistakes that can turn a hopeful health practice into a frustrating and potentially risky one. Start taking turmeric in a way that can give you the full benefit. First, culinary spice is for flavor, while concentrated curcumin extracts are for therapeutic benefits. Second, always combine turmeric with black pepper, piperine, and a healthy fat to ensure your body can actually absorb and use it. Third, abandon the more is better mindset. Start with a low evidence-based dose under the guidance of a healthcare professional. And finally, be completely transparent with your doctor. You must discuss any new supplement with them to avoid risky interactions. The story of turmeric is a perfect example of how natural doesn't always mean simple, but now, armed with this knowledge, you are no longer in the dark. You can move past the hype and avoid the mistakes my mother and millions of others are still making. You now have the power to use this ancient golden spice intelligently, safely, and effectively. Your health journey is in your hands, but it should always be a partnership with a trusted medical professional. Don't just hope it's working. Take the right steps to know it's working for you. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried turmeric? What was your experience? Share your stories in the comments below. Your experience could be really helpful to someone else in our community. And if you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel grow. Don't forget to share this with a friend who might benefit from learning about this simple ritual. Thanks for watching, and here's to your health.